Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, EQA Nostalgia here, and welcome to my guide for Kernel Corn. So first and foremost, I want to say about this character is he's pretty much the foot soldier of the plant team. Now obviously there are differences between the two of them, one of them being that Kernel Corn seems to have a much larger hitbox. But that's alright because he makes up for it by looking really cool, and I just have to say, he's probably my favorite character in terms of just pure aesthetics. He looks awesome. Okay, so taking a look at his health, you can see it's very middle of the road, 125, and his primary attack is the Cop Busters. His primary attack is interesting. It reminds me of a mix between the Foot Soldier and the All-Star. The first ability I want to talk about is called Butter Barrage, and you throw this steaming potato down on the ground, and before you know it, some butter just falls out of the sky, it explodes, and it kills everything. It's a glorious ability. I love it, but I feel like the fuse is a little bit too long. Maybe it's just me. If you want to see people scatter, toss this into the garden or toss it into the tombstone area, and you'll see people just kind of running in the opposite direction. It's funny how that works. And while they're running, shoot them in their back because it's funny. I do it all the time. Okay, so next up we have the Husk Hop, and as you can see, he leaps over his enemy and fires his Cob Busters down on them. This is really good for finishing people off. It's also really good for getting out of a sticky situation. I've used it as an escape mechanic. I've also used it to get on top of roofs. So you can use it to get into a strategic position and fire down on people. Plus it just looks really cool. Kernel Corn has a lot of style and I love his abilities. So last but not least, we have the Shuck Shot. This is definitely a counterpart to the ZPG from the Foot Soldier. And just like the ZPG, if it's a direct hit, it's going to kill whatever it hits except for mechs. One thing I recommend about using this Shuck Shot is that you don't just go charging in and use it, kind of get it fired off first, press the button behind cover, and then pop out, because it takes a moment. It's like a charging moment, similar to the ZPG. And it's happened to me several times. I'll be standing there lining up a shot and I get killed before I can get the shot off. So try to pop out and surprise people with this weapon. Now, as far as tips for this guy, he's kind of got a huge hitbox, so you're going to want to be careful with him. He's not the fastest character. I like to play him more defensively. I don't like to really get too far upfield. If I am being more aggressive, I will use his Husk Hop to close gaps because that is a lifesaver. Try to hold off and wait for opportune moments before you toss his Butter Barrage, because if people are clustered up, it's just going to wreck them. You know, it goes without saying, but a lot of times people will just kind of toss their abilities off. I'll see people doing that, and I don't really understand why they don't just wait. It's not a sin if you die without using your ability, as long as it's there when you need it. So that just about covers Kernel Corn, guys. I want to know what you think about him down in the comment section below. Do you find him fun? Are you getting frustrated when he keeps leaping over you like a total badass and then shooting you in your back? If you guys like this video, please remember to leave a like. If this is your first time here and you like Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, you might want to stick around because I am covering all of the characters in this game. I thank you all for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video.